Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Today is Monday, March 27th, and you guys know what a Monday means. It's time for What's Sold on eBay. Just like every week, we're going to start with the plush and then go on into the highlights of our sales. Before we get started, just a reminder, if you're new here or you haven't already, please subscribe and help us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up as you're listening along today. Today, we will be looking at 2 weeks of sales, March 13th through March 26th. Our sell-through rate remains at about half of our historical average. It has been that way for a while now. Sales are slow for everyone. The search on eBay is broken, as many of you know or have heard. The economy is bad. Just a lot of stuff is going on. So we're selling about half the volume that we usually sell on eBay. However, we are making up the difference on other platforms, which is why it's so important to cross-post and list your items on as many platforms as you can and get your stuff in front of many eyeballs and different audiences and different types of customers, because every platform has its own customer base. We use List Perfectly to cross-post. It is the easiest way to cross-post to many platforms and manage your inventory, just to name a few things that List Perfectly can do for you. It has an amazing background remover. You can keep track of your accounting. It's amazing. You can try it for 30% off your first month with code flippinhippos. All right. So, and I also want to point out that I think sales are slow overall everywhere. I did say that our other platforms are making up the difference. What used to be was we would sell our normal historical 0.5% sell-through rate on eBay, which was about 10 packages a day. And then anything that we sold elsewhere was icing on the cake. Nowadays, I feel like the other platforms are making up the difference that eBay's lacking. Hopefully, they'll fix the search, and once that's not broken, things will improve. We're going to continue listing because if that's the new normal with the new world post-COVID and the way the economy is, if the new normal is to be at like half of what we used to be, then we need to double our listings. Fortunately for us, we have a very, very low cost of goods. I get my plushies for like $1 or less a piece, wholesale, and I get our clothing, all the bread and butter, for 99 cents a piece, and we'll pay $2 to $3 for our brand names. So we'll continue to grow. I'm not giving up yet. Sales are steady. They're just not what they were 2 years ago. We're going to start with this Peter Rabbit Benjamin Bunny. He sold for $10 on a best offer. He's just a little 8-inch rabbit. So I was willing to let him go on the best offer of $10. He had some damage. So he was originally listed for $15. He was on 30% off, and then I took the offer. You can see where I've disclosed the damage there. So, I might have held out for more, except I knew that he had a little hole in his toe. He actually was free to me. Now that I see the pictures, I recognize. A couple years ago, we bought a wholesale lot of clothing, and they had thrown in a few tubs of stuffed animals just for free because they knew I like plush. So he was free to us. So that's always good. Free profit, right? A Gans Webkin pig, $8.74 is what he sold for. He was a 50-cent find. You guys have heard me say this before, but Gans are hit or miss. I've had Gans that have sold for $35 or more, and I have these little guys like this. It's not always dependent on whether or not they have their code. I think it's dependent on how saturated that animal is, how rare it is, how sought after it is. So, if you're not willing to take the risk, comp them before you purchase them. Usually I find them for 50 cents, or I used to. And I get I would say 99% of my plush anymore, I do buy wholesale. I buy Gaylords from American Thrift, and I buy boxes from my friend Leslie in Indiana. So I just list everything. I get the whole box here, shipped right here. I pay $1, $1.50 per plush, and I just list everything in the box and make as much money as I can. When I'm buying them one-offs, I really don't want to pay more than 50 cents for a Gans, maybe $1, and then I would be comping it. You know what I mean? All right, let's go into the highlights of our clothing. I did pick out some of the better brands to show you guys that stuff still can sell for more than bread and butter prices. And if you know what you're looking for and you're holding out for the prices you want, you can still do that. Also, and I've been saying this for months, you don't have to race to the bottom to get your sales. You can run sales. So these are $30 Levi's 526 corduroy pants. I did sell them for $20 on a best offer. I'm not going to list them at $20 because that's racing to the bottom and that's contributing to the problem. I'm going to keep them at their $30 start. I'm going to run a 30% off sale on the weekends and then entertain offers. So I'm getting the sales. We pay 99 cents for most of this stuff, so we're fine with taking the offers and running the sales. But during the week, we only run 20%, and weekends is when you're going to make most of your sales, which is why we run 30% off. But also, when and if we come out the other side of this economic, whatever's going on in the United States, items will still hold their value. So if these are $30 pants and you keep them at $30, but you just sell them on sale, run sales, do offers, while people don't have money, you can still get your sales, sell it for a little bit less. But when we come out the other side, they're still valued at $30 pants. If you starting them at $20, you're lowering the value of these, and it's harder to raise the value back up. Next up, we have Paige Lena jeans. These are a $40 start. They're on a 30% off sale, and I took an offer, so these sold for $30. These, I believe, came out of a thread up, so they would have been $1.74 for the pair, maybe $1.49. They are button fly. This came out of a wholesale lot we got years ago in 2020. Everything in that box was $1 a piece. There were t-shirts, there were jerseys. But what we are doing right now is anything that's older than a year old. So anything that was listed prior to 2022, we are knocking the prices down and just clearancing them out. You guys know we're getting rid of a lot of $7 t-shirts, just stuff that's been around for 4 and 5 years. I'm happy to make my dollar back on it instead of going through the process of pulling it all and redonating it. I did do a video on how to clearance and do loss leaders, so I'll have that pop up at the end for you. But this was listed for like $100 for years, and no one wanted it. I knocked it down to $50, 30% off, and then I just took a best offer of $40. Listen, I paid $1 for it. It's been around forever. Goodbye. Silver jeans. Used to start these at $50 and take offers of $40 and $45. But because people are impatient for sales, they're turds. They race to the bottom. These are now devalued, which is what I was talking about earlier. Stop devaluing stuff and lowering prices. Keep them at their value. Just run sales. I did take a best offer of $30 on these. That's fine. They can still start at $40 though. And someone who has the $40 or wants to offer $35 still could on my other silver jeans. These are called Mavy. These were new to me. They came in a thread up. They are men's Jake Slim Leg. I would source these. If I found them in the wild, I would definitely pick these up, which is one reason I really like getting thread up boxes, because there's always something new to me. I always learn something. There's always a brand that I never knew about before. Took a best offer of $36 on these. By the way, most of our jeans do ship in cardboard mailers, the priority flats, flat rates, and then this shipped first class, as did the plushies. Miss Me jeans. These actually sold for $35. So these are much like the silvers. I used to get more like $40 and $45 for them. This is a famed chef jacket, so I'm always talking about scrub tops and chef coats and uniforms. This only sold for $15.99, but it was a 99-cent pickup that sold within 2 days of being listed. So the uniforms, they might be more bread and buttery priced, but they move quickly. So a quick return on your investment sometimes is just as good as something that's going to sell for more money and sit for longer. That shipped first class, by the way. Lucky Brand Lolita. I remember when I first started reselling, Lucky Brands used to start at $40. So again, just keep in mind that when you lower your prices and race to the bottom, you're contributing to an overall crisis of, I'm sorry, my phone is just blowing up because people don't know how to ever leave me alone. Lucky Brand used to sell for $40 and now they start at $25. So you're just contributing to the downfall of entire brands. I know I preach it all the time. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's very frustrating for me to even say that over time I've seen a brand like this fall from grace. Stop racing to the bottom, guys. Just run sales. I took a $20 best offer on Lucky Jeans. They were 99 cents. These are men's silver jeans. They sold for $37.99. Men's jeans typically always sell for more than women's. I start most men's jeans at $5 more than I start women's. In most instances, there's some like BKEs that are the men's you can still list at $40 to $50, and the women's are more like $20 to $25. An Arizona State Sun Devils sweatshirt hoodie. This came in the same lot long ago and far away as that Clippers jersey here. And so I lowered the price. It sat at like $60 for a few years, so I just lowered it down to $25. It sat at $50 for a few years. Lowered it down to $30 start, 30% off sale. Took a best offer of like $20. I just wanted it gone. Our cost was $1, by the way. Disney Minnie Mouse St. Patrick's Day t-shirt. This was a 99-cent fine. It actually sold on St. Patrick's Day, which was weird. I went in. It had a hole in the collar too, which is kind of why I didn't price it a little higher. I took a best offer of $15.99. It is an extra large. It is a really cute shirt. It's nice. If it didn't have the hole in the collar, I probably would have started it more like $20, $25. But I went in January, February, and I was looking through all of our St. Patrick's Day stuff and just double checking the keywords, which you should do before every holiday. Every month you should be looking ahead to a month or even 2 months ahead and just making sure you have Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever in the title. I really thought this would sell before St. Patrick's Day. It sold on that Friday, late at night even. So, but happy to see her sell. Levi's 514 jeans. These are men's. And took a best offer $23. They were 99 cents. And then last, these Wrangler women's jeans sold for $19.99. I like Wranglers, especially men's, because they sell quick. They only sell for $20 to $25, but they sell usually within a week of being listed. Wranglers move really fast, so it's a good return on your investment if your cost of goods is good. If you can take 99 cents and turn it into $9 or $10 profit after all shipping and fees and everything in a couple of days, that's pretty good. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comments. Go be productive. Go make some money. Keep listing, guys. Keep your heads up. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.